Hello students, welcome back to Chem-O-Notes. If you are preparing for Set exam, you are in the right place. Today we will be solving September 2021 paper 1 and today is part 3. So if you like the channel, please subscribe and share with your friends and don't forget to hit the bell button so that you can get the notifications of the videos which I prepare for Set exam. So let's begin. Already in part 1 and part 2 we have seen questions from question number 1 to 25, and in today's session we are going to see the remaining questions. Those are from 26 to 50. Today we will be completing our September 2021 paper. So grab your notebook and let's start. Question number 26. Which of the following universities was the center of military education during Vedic period? So we have to tell the university which was the center of military education during Vedic period. So here you can find the options given are Takshashila, Nalanda. Okay. So if you can recall, you will always remember that Takshashila was the university where the military education was given. Okay. So the correct option is A, Takshashila. Takshashila was an ancient Indian university known for various disciplines including military education, medicine and philosophy. So next time they may ask that which is the university where medicine and philosophy was taught. So you should know this also. Next one is minimum period for PhD should be 2 years and there should be Viva exam for PhD degree. This recommendation was made by which of the following commission? So the commissions, your options given are Indian University Commission, okay, Sadler's Commission, then Radhakrishnan Commission, Kothari Commission. So those students who know this, that those who are doing your B.Ed or PhD, they may be knowing that it is Radhakrishnan Commission. Okay, so Radhakrishnan Commission was the commission which recommended that in higher education these are the norms which should be there for PhD. Okay. Okay. Now the next question is the teacher's education is dash. So you will find the options are professional education, vocational, technical and skill. So we all know that teacher education is nothing but professional education. Okay. So the correct option here is A. The next is nomenclature of education Department of India has been changed to human resource development in the year dash, and the options given are 1975, 1986, 1995 and 2005. Now students, if you remember that the Ministry of Education Department in India was changed to Ministry of Human Resource Development, and this was in the year 1985. Okay, so if you see here that the options are given are 86, 75, 95 and 2005. So none of the option is correct here. Okay, none of the option is correct. Now 26th September 1985, the Ministry of Education was renamed as Ministry of Human Resource Development, and that time Mr. P.V. Rao was the minister. Okay, so in his period this change has been taken place. Now question number 30 is which of the following institute is not funding for research activities in higher education? So you should know, being a teacher or a college teacher or pursuing for college teacher, you should know that which is the funding, or those students who are doing research, they should know which are the funding agencies for research. Okay, so here if you find D option, that is NCTE, is not funding. Okay, so option D is the correct option here, as it is, because they have asked us not funding. And your DBT, it is funding. DST is also funding. ICSSR is also funding agency. So all these three are funding agency, and your D is non-funding agency. That is National Council of Teacher Education is a regulatory body. It is not for funding, research funding. Okay. Then the next one is understanding the level of teaching includes dash. So understanding the level of teaching includes basically memory and insights. Okay. Where understanding level involves cognitive processes beyond just remembering. It includes interpreting, analysis, and applying knowledge. So basically, understanding level of teaching includes what? Memory and insights. So option C is your correct option. Now let us go to the next one. The most intellectual fertile period of the human brain is dash, or human being is dash. Okay. When does the intellectual fertility grows in human being? So if you see the option, the best period is adolescence. Okay. B is the correct option here. That adolescence is the period when you will find that abstract thinking, reasoning, creativity, these are the things where they get developed. Okay, due to cognitive and emotional development. So the option here is adolescence. Next is online discussion forum of SWAYAM is for dash. So you will find those who are appearing for SWAYAM uh, like certificate course and FDP courses, you will find that there are online discussions which are taking place in the SWAYAM portal, and those are basically to clear the doubts. Okay, so this is basically to clear the doubts. The forum is designed for interaction between the learners and instructor for clarifying the concepts and solving the queries, that is clearing the doubts. Now next is history cannot be taught by using dash. So those who are history teachers, they must be knowing that we cannot teach history using digital charts, maps. It is the best way to teach is by role play method. We can teach them, but they have asked us by which method we cannot teach history. Okay, so it is a demonstration method. Demonstration method is used in science. So the correct option here is C. Demonstration method is more suitable for the subjects like science, as I told you just now, and history is said to be an abstract subject which can be taught more properly by role plays. Next is absolute and relative gradings are types of dash grading. So absolute relative gradings are the types of, basically you will find that they are the types of standard grading. Okay, option D is the correct option. Next is most essential quality for research is dash. So if you see the option is punctuality, intelligence, genuine interest in the research, mastery over own subject. So most essential is one should have a genuine interest in research. One cannot force anyone to do the research. A person should have his own interest, genuine interest, a real interest. So option C is the correct option. That is, other qualities are also required, that punctuality, intelligence, but the main thing is genuine interest should be there. Next is recording of reflective notes in qualitative research is called dash. So in qualitative research, the reflective notes are known as memoing. Okay, it is known as memoing. So option B is correct option. Memoing involves recording reflective notes about what researchers is learning during the data collection and analysis. Okay, see the next one. A variable academic achievement will be measured on dash. So if you see the option, interval, nominal, ratio, ordinal. So we know that being academicians, academic achievements will be measured in intervals. So that's the reason we have semester pattern or class test, then university exam. So equal intervals we try to see the academic achievements for the students, correct? The next is, if the frequency distribution for has some extreme score, then appropriate measures of central tendency will be by dash. So if you see frequency distribution for extreme scores, so this can be done by median. Okay, the median is not affected by extreme scores, making the most appropriate measure of central tendency. So option B is the correct option. Option B, here it was a research paper is based on dash: preliminary data, secondary data, or descriptive data. So the option they have given only one, only two, 1 and 2, and 2 and 3. So according to me, the research paper is based on both preliminary data as well as secondary data. Okay, so option C is the correct option, as they have to research can be based on both preliminary as well as secondary. Preliminary data is nothing but the data collected by the researcher, and secondary data is existing data from the sources. Okay, like government source we can collect the data, so those are called as secondary data. Now the next question is based on the paragraph. As you can see here, from question number 41 to 45, there is a these questions are based on the English passage. Even there will be a Marathi passage also on the side given on the same page. So Marathi students can read the paragraph in Marathi and they can answer the questions. Now here I have taken the English passage, and the students have to read the paragraph first and then answer the questions. Now you know that those students who are appearing set exam for the first time, they should know that such type of paragraph in every year they ask, and you have to answer the question based on the paragraph. So you can just pause the video, read the paragraph carefully, and then you can solve the questions. Okay, so this paragraph is based on basically the earthquake and the instrument. I'll tell the gist, that is about the instrument. So you can go through the paragraph. I'll not read the paragraph, otherwise the video will be more lengthy. So we'll directly start solving the questions. Question number 41 is, this passage says that early instruments for measuring earthquake were dash. So earlier the paragraph says that earlier the whatever instruments were there, they were not sensitive enough. So option C is the correct option here. Okay, so what is the option? Option C is the correct option. That C says that the passage says the instrument far more delicate than that were needed if any really serious advances was to be made. That means what? The option C, not sensitive enough. There were the instrument, but they were not sensitive enough. The next question based on the paragraph is, the author says that it was necessary to invent instruments to observe an earthquake because, okay, so here you will find that as if you read the option, we have to prove that we are technically sound. No, this is not the one. An earthquake comes all of a sudden like a thief. Yeah, so the author says that the invention of the instrument was required because earthquake can come like a thief, means it will be sudden. If the earthquake comes, it will be sudden. So option B is the correct option. Okay, they have given in the first line, an earthquake comes like a thief in the night without warning. So your option B is the correct option. Now 43rd question is, the earlier device consists of rods was replaced by because it failed to what? It failed to record the movement of with pen or paper. So option D is the correct option. That is, the passage states that instrument far more delicate than that were needed, and the aim was to devise an instrument that could record with pen on paper. So your option D is correct option. Already these sentences are given in the paragraph. So it is very simple. If you read the paragraph properly, you can answer the questions. Okay. So question number 43, D is the correct option. Now next one, 44th question, again based on the paragraph. The everyday observation mentioned in the passage is related to dash. So everyday observation mentioned in the passage is basically related with the tendency of standing person to fall when a bus or train moves suddenly. Okay, so it is in the principle which is behind the instrument of earthquake. The next is, according to the passage, the meaning of the word slumber is dash. So here the meaning of the word slumber is sleep. Okay, option B is the correct option. The line says that instrument that neither slumbered nor slept. So slumbered is nothing but sleep. Next is next question 46 is not based on your paragraph. We already completed from question number 41 to 45. They were mentioned in the beginning. Question number 45 to 45, 41 to 45 will be based on passage. Okay. So question number 41 to 45. So here next question 46 is, according to the new comb, dash is not so much important in communication cycle. Okay, so according to the new comb, he says that it is said that media is not important for communication cycle. So the correct option is C. Correct option is C. That media, according to them, they say that media is not. Now the next question you can see here is, what is one of the following most important factor to become communication effective? So they are asking us how can we make the communication effective, by which are the factors. So here the options given are media, message, sender and immediate feedback. So according to me, if the communication has to be effective, one should get the immediate feedback. So that's the reason why we ask student whether you have understood, correct? And even while I'm teaching online also, still I'm asking you whether you are understanding what I'm teaching. So that is immediate feedback is required, and that's the reason you should immediately comment in the comment box whether you are liking the videos or not, so that whatever is the teaching taking place online, that can be more effective for me, correct? Next is 48. Question number 48 is, supervisor in the factory what orders the worker and the workers follow the order. This is dash type of communication. So basically they are saying a supervisor of the factory is giving order to the workers, and worker, if they follow the order, then which type of communication is this? Okay, is vertical, horizontal, non-formal and distant education. So we know that whenever the hierarchy is followed, it is a vertical communication. That, for example, a principal is giving order to the teachers are giving order to the students, so it will become a vertical, what we call them, vertical communication. Okay, so option A is correct option. Now next one is, unattentiveness of the receiver may affect dash. Unattentiveness, what do you mean by unattentiveness? Like in the, as a teacher, we always ask the student be attentive. Okay, if the students are not attentive, then the receiver may, like the students may affect dash. So the correct option here is effective communication, correct? Unattentiveness of the receiver may affect effective communication. That is option D is the correct option here. So in the class there should be, for effective communication, the student should be attentive. So are you attentive? Yes, students, are you attending the videos properly and listening to what is going on the lesson? Then next one is 50th last question of this September 2021 paper. Programs on the television or TV channel sometimes mislead society because of dash. Okay. So what are the options given? Audience are in larger number, audience are illiterate, audience group is heterogeneous, difference in the sender and receiver. So here the correct option is D, that is difference in the sender and receiver. So the TV channel sometimes misleads the society because there is whatever the sender is trying to send the message, the receiver is not able to understand it. Then there will be mislead. Okay. So this is all about question from September 2021 paper 1. Hope you like the explanation. If you want more videos on paper 1, you can just comment and tell me what are the, so you can comment below if you want some other topics which has to be covered. I will prepare those videos and post them. Stay tuned with Chemonotes. You can hit the playlist on Chemonotes to see the other videos which are based on paper 1 salt papers of April 2024, then March 2023 and September 2021. And those students who are appearing for chemical science in set exams, you can find the topics covered on the playlist. Go and see those videos and do like, subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay tuned with Chemonotes. Thank you very much. Bye till then.